Free Palestine.
My name is Justice. I want to give you guys a lesson of interconnectedness and why me, as a black man, stand for Palestinian brothers and sisters. I traveled to Gaza and Ramallah in 2016. I decided to travel out there with a couple of UN peacekeepers and do my own research. And in that research, what I found is the same system of white supremacy embedded within the Zionist state that occupies different territories. What I seen was black and brown people that look like me and you being harassed every day, not being able to travel in and out of their home. And what I also seen is that as a black American, I had more privilege than my black and brown Palestinian brothers and sisters. So what I decided to do was to come back to America and make it my life's mission to educate black and brown brothers and sisters in America that we won't stand for genocide. We won't stand for apartheid. We won't stand for colonialism. The cop city that you are seeing, you are witnessing being built would be a training ground, not for American police forces, but also for IDF forces and for British forces and for any type of European, Eurocentric, Zionist colonialism state. What you're witnessing right now is your American tax dollars bombing kids. And guess what? This hasn't been happening just this month. This has been happening for decades. So I want you all to leave today with a BIPOC mindset. Don't think locally, think globally. If you don't act now and you are silent, that equals violence. Check out Malcolm X, who also stood for Palestinian resistance, and he was a black man in America.
We are living in historic moments. In the early morning hours of Saturday, October 7th, our resistance stormed illegal settlements along the border of Gaza. Within hours, the Palestinian resistance undid decades worth of occupation structures in this operation. For the last 2 decades, Gaza's 2.3 million residents, half of them being children, have been held hostage under a blockade imposed by Israel, trapping them by land, air, and sea with no chance to escape. Israel's blockade on Gaza has deprived Palestinians of their basic rights. The Zionist military regularly launches airstrikes to destroy Gaza's infrastructure, bombing schools, ambulances, universities, and sites of worship. Since October 7th, 1,200 Gazans have ascended to martyrdom at the hands of the Zionist state, as well as 5,600 injured. Reign of terror that has stretched over 75 years with the support of U.S. funding is actively carrying out a genocide of our people in Gaza. We demand to end the genocide of Gaza. The most recent escalation from the resistance is no way unprovoked. We remind the world that occupation is provocation. Provocation is the fact that our people have been forced to live in a cage in an open-air prison with no access to clean water, no imports, no basic rights. The Zionist entity bears full responsibility for this escalation.
When people are occupied, resistance is justified.
When people are occupied, resistance is justified.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Long live the intifada.
No peace on stolen land.
No peace on stolen land.
We don't want no 2 states.
We don't want no 2 states.
We want 48.
For 75 years, Palestinians have experienced consistent dispossession of their homes, bombings of their lands, brutality from the military forces and settlers, expulsion, discrimination, and more. Our own government in the United States has given $8 billion to aid Israel in continuing its settler colonial agenda. Your tax dollars are directly funding human right violations.
Netanyahu, what do you say?
Netanyahu, what do you say?
How many kids have you killed today?
How many kids have you killed today?